everybody, welcome to a new tutorial from Sound for More. It's Leo speaking. Today I'm going to show you how you can do multiple recording, but this time recording two different audio units into two different clips. Before I start, I would like to remind my viewers to subscribe as it helps with growing the channel. Thank you very much. Okay, let's start. We are inside the Loopy Pro. And I've just initialized a project, and I want also to make sure that under clip settings, everything is as per default. So I click on the restore default. Okay, perfect. Let's also customize a little bit the screen. We're going to simplify it a bit. So we're going to leave only two clips like so. We're going to extend a little bit the space here, and we are going to add also a button. Now, the reason I'm adding a button is because I want to be precise in terms of recording. So I'm going to click directly on the button to activate recordings on both the clips. So I click on the button itself and the press, I add an action, and the action would be for recording. And we select as a target a specific clip, which will be the first one. And under here where it says if clip as audio, I just set it to re-record just in case I want to do that. Then I'm going to add another action, again record the target. I'm going to select the second clip, so again a specific clip, and I'm going to ensure that it is set on re-record just in case I need it. Okay, perfect. Let's go back to the loops view, and as you can see I have two clips with a button, and if I click on that button, the recording will start simultaneously on both clips. Okay, let's go to the mixer now. I don't have any input, so I need to change that. I'm going to use a software MIDI keyboard so that you can see the split. Okay, so I'll click on the plus sign and I click on add MIDI, and I'm going to use the KB1 keyboard, which looks like this. Okay, perfect. Next, I'm going to add two audio units as input. The first one, just to make it simple, a grand piano. And the second one, I'm going to add, why not, Bliss Alpha. Okay, now I want to ensure that the right audio unit goes into the right clip. So I'm going to click here on the destination for the grand piano. I'm going to select none in terms of color destination, and I'm going to select only the orange one. I'm going to repeat the process for Bliss Alpha, but instead of selecting the orange color, I'm going to select the yellow color. So in this way, the grand piano will only send to the orange color, and the Bliss Alpha is going to send only to the yellow color. So I'm going to record to two different clips using the colors in this case. Next, I'm going to create a link from the MIDI keyboard into the two audio units. So I click here for destination on the plus sign. I select first the piano, and then I click on the plus sign again. And then secondly, I select Bliss Alpha. Now let's open the keyboard and let's play some notes. As you can hear, you have both audio units which are producing sound. And that's because the keyboard, the MIDI keyboard, is mapped to play for both audio units. So let's click on the grand piano. And as you can see, on the grand piano under the destination for the MIDI keyboard. And here we have a new screen where you can select the channel, the MIDI channel, which you can use to send. Also a range, so you can, and this is where you can create your split, and you can transpose up and down. And if you want, you can click on open, and you open the destination, which in this case is the grand piano. So let's modify the lower part of the range, and we get it to start from C4, like so. Let's click on Bliss Alpha, and we do the opposite. We get it, we change the upper range to B3, just below C4. Perfect. Now, if we minimize the mixer, as you can see at the bottom, we have the MIDI keyboard and the two audio units. Let's open the MIDI keyboard, clicking on these arrows, like so. Let's ensure that we see C4 on the keyboard, so I'm going to go up a range. Of course, remember, I could have done this with an external MIDI controller, but I decided to use a software MIDI keyboard because you can see it better on the screen. Now, if I press a C3, I will have a Bliss Alpha sounding, but above C4, I have the grand piano. So in this case, I created a split. Again, let's check on B3. Yes, I have indeed the Bliss Alpha. Okay, perfect. Now, what I'm going to do is click on the button I earlier created. It will start recording on both clips, and then I'm going to play something on the keyboard. Okay, perfect. If I disable the second clip, you will hear only the piano. And if I disable the first clip and re-enable the second clip, you will hear Bliss Alpha. Perfect. So as you can see, we have recorded 2 audio units into 2 different clips at the same time using a MIDI split, which is great. And this is a way that you can use, of course, to simultaneously record different audio unit inputs, but it could be something else as well, controlled by, in this case, a software keyboard. Remember, you can just add an external controller and do exactly the same. The other thing as well, before I conclude with the tutorial, you can also not use a button. You can, for example, decide to click on both clips. Remember to actually look at the settings, the clip settings, and to ensure that you have simultaneous recording enabled. Okay, I'm going to stop here. I hope you enjoyed this quick short tutorial, and as always, see you next time. Bye.